What is up, everybody? It's your boy Cody and Johnny K Picks with Defend Your Units, and we got a special guest here tonight, Tyler with 138 MMA. Man, how you doing tonight, Tyler? Today,
Not too bad. Not too bad. A little tired. I just got back from jiu-jitsu a couple hours ago, and still kind of re-pepping up before the fights, but we're doing okay.
Nice, man. How you feeling about these fights?
Horrible. This is rough.
I'm with
Like
you.
we were kind of talking about before the stream went on. I mean, the average age on the card is like 34. So, I mean, that's sketchy. And then you also have the added element that it's at elevation, also sketchy. And then like you only have two fighters in their 20s on this whole card. Everybody else is over 30. So there's that. There's just so much. And then there's like a lot of fights that are, like close. So it's one of those cards where if I hit 50%, I'll be pretty thrilled.
That's exactly how I felt about this card. Like, it's super tough. I wanted to come back and like make some decent bets. And then I was looking at all the stuff, and like second favorite bet was like Kayla Harrison with Tisha Pennington, because I just think Esparza got old and all that. And then I'm like going to bet it, and I'm like, fuck, man, like that fight's going to be close. So I might as well just stay away from it. I just put one good bet. Yanni K, how you feeling today, though?
You know what? I'm not feeling too bad. I do feel like this is a sketchy card. I only have 5 track bets. I will say 2 of them are underdogs, because I do think a lot of underdogs are going to hit tonight. I think there could be 5, maybe 6. So we'll see what happens. But I will say this: there are a lot of good 3.5 spreads that I will be targeting that I do think will hit. And you know what? I don't see a lot of finishes. I really don't. I think that even though we are in elevation, I know a lot of people are going to maybe gas out a bit, but it just might be sloppy fights. Like as the fights go on in the second round and third round, I don't think there's going to be any finishes.
At elevation, you go over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I got 5 bets, like I said, so I have to go. What is it? 60% or more? 67%, whatever it is. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah. Those 3.5s, like that's most of my bets now. Like for this card.
Dude, I wish I did. Like, Caesars don't offer them.
You have DraftKings though.
Yeah, they do on DraftKings. But when do they start putting them out? Later in the week, a little bit. Late.
They do it Wednesday.
Some things are nice though, but then like, yeah. I mean,
the only book that puts them out early is Bet Online.
Bet Online. I want to see, dude. I wish we could do like somebody could do the stats and check out how many freaking split decisions there's been this year, and like compare them to other years, because bro, some of these cards have like 6 split decisions out of 12, 14 fights. And like,
I bet you Uncle Weezy knows.
Yeah. Uncle, shout out Uncle Weezy. He always has good stats. He always has the good everything. Can't wait to do
his stats are better than anything the UFC or ESPN keeps. Like that dude, his stats are fantastic.
Weezy is the man. But yeah, man, I'm not excited. I mean, there's some decent fights to watch. It's not the best pay-per-view card by any means, but there's some good fights to watch. But yeah, I'm with you guys, man. I think this is fucking shady and a tough card to bet. But yeah, we got 75 people in here so far already. Shout out to everybody that's came out. We got my boy Guanerica in the chat. He said starting in 30 minutes. Want to finish taping Palastri versus Poppins. Yeah, for next week.
Mary Poppins.
That's a good fight. Yeah, that's a good fight. It's a very good fight. I know Palastri's the favorite now. She's short notice, but yeah.
Poppins is short notice.
Yeah.
I thought
no. The other one. Palastri's short notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Poppins Poliana Viana.
Yes.
And she fell out. So then in steps Palastri.
As you can tell, I haven't touched anything for next week. So
I've pretty much taped that whole card already. I just have to tape the one dude from the guy that came over from Ryzen. That's the only guy I got tape left.
Which dude was that?
What the hell's his name? The new guy. It's his first.
UFC. The dude that's fighting Vergara.
Vergara. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's fucking. He's not Azu. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's the only one I haven't taped yet. But
he just throws fucking heat, bro, and he's got okay wrestling with no ground control, but he just throws heat, and if it don't work in the first round, he's just fucking throwing heat at air, basically. But
so you better hope he gets him out of there. Vergara's tough
as shit. But then you watch Vergara, and he don't fucking throw nothing either. Like it seems like he does some shit, because like on the Contender Series, he's landing them knees on Bruno Pereira, but then in the UFC, bro, he's really actually low output on the feet and kind of just like eats damage. And then
I wonder if part of that's because of the opposition that he's had to face.
True,
Like,
he
he's
said
had
some
some rough spots.
Yeah, but dude, also he's a fat dude. Like he's missed weight. He's fought 6 times in UFC and he's missed weight 3 times. And they still let him keep fighting at 125. He even missed weight last fight. So it's
I kind of forgot about that actually. That's a good point to bring up.
Hey, we're 5 minutes in. It's a UFC 307 and special shout out to my dude 138 MMA who we know loves his root beer. So I'm gonna do the blood money MMA root beer with the 100 milligrams for this show for us, and hopefully hit big tonight. But man, how did this? I didn't even see this comment was already up there before.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah, that wasn't up there before it, right?
I don't think it was.
Guernica's was the first one for a while, but that says 7:02. Wait, what? That's 7:02 p.m.
I'm gonna say that's an error. But hey,
and I didn't even make this.
Talking
like
about you, Cody, though. So,
but hey, man, he ain't lying.
Because there ain't no artwork, right?
I mean, I really like the lettuce.
I like the lettuce, Eco. That's good. That's good. We got Saba in the house. He said, "Order myself some pizza today to enjoy the show with the gents at work." You're at work, heck yeah, and you ordered everybody pizza, or some people. Jesus.
Probably just himself because he's greedy like that.
What, Saba? Saba greedy like that? Nah, I think I opened the wrong end of this thing, dude.
There's only one end, Cody, you can open. What are you talking about?
These are different.
Like a can opener.
Oh, you ain't bet. Yeah, this is
1962 style.
it's got the
literally got the tab you just pull right off.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to get into that. But yeah, man, shout out Saba though. Been with us since the beginning. That's our dude, man. Hope you enjoy that pizza and appreciate you spending some time on our show as always. 4-ounce Sniper in the house. What's up? He said, Let's go. Sniper? Let's go. Let's get some money today. Snipe. Shady. I'm here and I'm queer. Yeah. Shady put out the thing. He likes to make fun of the defend your units, calls it defend your butts. Somebody's getting it. But shout out Shady, man. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us. Saba says, I need the King of Rio for Survivor.
I think a lot of people do. Yep.
You guys are picking him because I still got 3 lives. So I'm just like, I'm out here picking a bunch of
my name's Cody. I got 3 lives.
And you know what? Cody's got 3 lives and he came in with 3 fights left on the UFC Paris.
You're lucky that I let you.
Whose Survivor pool are you in?
Yanni Case.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
Next time I'll get you in, Tyler. It was like kind of like a last minute thing that I did.
$2,000 for first place though. Johnny's generous dude, and he's a hell of a guy. So
I'm gonna need way more patrons if that's the case, guys. So I'm cool with doing it, but I need about 2,000 patrons. So
I'm with you on it. Shriekneth. Wait, Srikan. What? You guys got to help me with that. Srikanth. I like the name. Sounds the name. Good. He said, "Hi, what could go wrong in the first 3 fights? Somebody in the first one could have a heart attack because they're both over 40 something."
Yeah. I could see a lot go wrong. I mean, if you depends on who you're on.
A lot of old dudes.
I think there potentially could be 2 upsets in the first.
It also depends what order your fights are in.
Man, here we go.
Yeah, Cody's
here we go. We're gonna do the main event.
He's like, we're starting with the first fight on the card. Raquel
Harris
versus
dude. Let's see. There we go. Figured out how to do that, boys. But yeah, it's gonna be a great show. Danny said I posted the artwork comment on X. You on YouTube now? Okay. Oh, appreciate that. It's
just weird, like, because we see it, but it says like 6:02 p.m. and it's not even close to 6:02 p.m. But it could be your time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just never seen that happen. But yeah, dude,
it went to the very top. It didn't go to the bottom like it usually does.
Yeah, but we appreciate any comment at any time, man. Appreciate that, Dan. Saba said, "Excuse me, Mr. Indiana. Yeah, I'm greedy."
I told you.
Jeez, what today? Was it Indiana college football or something?
Oh well, Indiana is playing, but no, he just means me because I'm in Indiana.
Yeah, it turns out Indiana's a beautiful state. Had no clue.
See,
Tyler knows. You ever been to Hubert's? I went out to Hubert's Farm there. We went to Indiana, stayed at the casino, and went to Hubert's Farm.
That's south, right?
Yeah.
That's technically not really even Indiana. Well, actually, that is Indiana.
You guys aren't technically. You're Chicago,
more like Illinois, Chicago area.
Yeah, you're like Chicago.
If you go like maybe 45, well, maybe like an hour south of where you were, it's like a totally completely different state.
We're country boys. I'm country around my parts, man. We're country, especially here in Kentucky, bro.
Yeah.
Don't play about that, man. You should. Yeah. That was what was funny. I was standing in line yesterday at the haunted house thing. Bro, just you see all these kids, and then like they just look like normal kids and stuff, and then they start talking. And you're like, damn, like these dudes are country as shit out here, and like you're in Taylorsville, Kentucky over there. It's country, but it sounds cool. It's funny, man.
They got like the
God,
cat
I'm a country
out their mouth
boy.
or whatever, and then they
Yeah,
drove
and
the tractor.
Yeah, we weren't in Louisville. We were out in the country, but it's funny how they talk. But they're funny. They're good
That's
people,
great.
man. 2K for the winner. I need to make a different Patreon account.
Yeah.
Everybody
join out my Patreon if you want to do 2K survivor pools. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, I like this one. KM3 Ultra says, says, how many retirement speeches do you think we're gonna have? Over unders 2.5. There might, because the first two, Court McGee and Means might both.
Well, there's gonna be one for sure.
Esparza.
Yeah.
Then you
It's
got
how many do they give speeches to?
Right. Well, they ain't gonna get this.
You know what? Honestly,
right?
I'd go under.
They might not get speeches.
How
many people's gonna lay their gloves out there tonight?
I'm gonna go under.
Three retirements, but not everybody gives a speech.
I'm gonna say two.
Okay.
I don't think there's gonna get the 3.
So you're just saying Esparza and one other person.
Yeah, it could be somebody like Tim
Pena.
Means or Court McGee, and then I don't think anyone else is gonna.
Vince St. Preux. You forget about that dude.
I don't think Vince's gonna retire.
I don't think he is. Aldo's not gonna retire.
Wonder Boy. What about Wonder Boy? If he gets beat again, he's losing. 47 years
he
old.
Retiring.
Tisha Pennington.
He's got a few years left in him.
Tisha Pennington.
But no, she ain't retiring.
Ihor Potiera. Or what about Moreno
He's
Rodriguez?
Like one of the youngest people on the card, Cody.
Moreno, yeah, but he just ain't good. He just might be like, this ain't for me. I'm gonna head out now. This ain't the spot for me. What about Jose Aldo?
No,
if he loses, I think
he just retired. He came back. He ain't gonna retire again.
What he does. He should go win $1 million. Well, he's probably already make a couple $100,000.
Aldo and Wonder Boy will let you know this is their retirement fights, and they didn't say anything.
Nope. Yep. Sleuth, what up? Is that Charles Johnson? Where?
Yeah, which one?
Here? Yanni K?
Johnny he looks more like Shannon Ross, right?
I was gonna say some people do think that I am the
Shannon Ross, Nightmare Shannon Ross. I think
I got darker
skin.
His
nickname, but he's the Turkish.
I think
Delight.
he meant like.
I'm gonna start calling you the Turkish.
I think
Delight.
he meant how you say that word or name? Sharif Khanif, that guy.
David Blaine. Take your hat off. You look like David.
Ain't no
Blaine
way.
A little bit.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, you do. And we were in Nashville. All them people kept coming
up.
Ain't no
way, boy. Yeah, and I showed them some magic. Okay, woo.
You did. He disappeared. You made that beer disappear. He's like, gone. Done. Appreciate you coming out, Sooth. New York, Robert in the building. He said, "Let's go." Didn't the Mets get put out?
What is that? Is that like a sports ball team?
Yeah, sports ball team. Yes.
Yeah, I guess
they play the Phillies. Are they playing right now? I don't know the score.
Phillies. I imagine that's a team from Philadelphia.
Chronic Combat dudes, and he was like, I thought he said they lost the wild card or something.
No, they were losing until like the very end, and then they won.
Oh, they came back.
Yeah.
Okay. But shout out Robert coming out, man.
Well, they're losing right now. Sorry, New York, Robert. But it's only 1-0. It's early.
Energized in the building. Said Court McGee with the upset to start the card off. Possibility.
Love it.
Definitely.
Love it.
Johnny's on him. He's got a bet on him.
So. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight.
I got no bets, so I'm rooting for them, man. Yeah. Pick'em MMA. What is up, Pick'em? Shout out Pick'em, man. Everybody check out Pick'em MMA on Twitter and YouTube, putting out excellent videos, excellent breakdowns. Been on the show a couple times, man, and great dude and puts out good stuff, man. Eric the Red, what's up, Kentucky brother here? Yep. You're from up by Lexington, right? Which I love Lexington. That's one of my favorite parts of Kentucky. Go there. And
I love Lexington too, because it's very close to Buffalo Trace.
This is actually my first. It doesn't taste good like a good root beer. It's my first edible pop, but it doesn't really taste all that good.
I would be interested to taste it, but I don't want to have the whole thing because I would be toast.
You hit my live rosin pen. Johnny would hit my live rosin pen one time at the UFC in Louisville. And
there was like 3 fights. I was just like,
he didn't talk. He just sat there, eyes slammed.
I was like super focused. I'm like, I gotta focus in, guys.
Bro, the worst part about that was having no internet service. Couldn't call nobody. Couldn't get on Twitter. Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't bet. I don't know if it's just because the area or just so many people being in one spot.
Yep.
Shout out Eric though. Kentucky's awesome, man. Pick them good. And yeah, hopefully everybody hits big tonight. JP, if Kayla is some dominant in this matchup, how come the split majority decision prop is only plus 450? Huh?
Because the judges are crazy. It doesn't matter what fight you're in. The splits are going to be 350, 450. Like, that's it. You're not going to get anything crazy anymore.
Yeah, it's gotten worse.
Yep.
Energized ain't lying. Saba said Vieira got to retire after she gets sent to Valhalla. Yeah, this
friend of the show.
Friend of the show. She don't like Johnny. I'm friends with her. We're cool. But she did threaten to put hands and paws on Johnny.
She didn't like what I told her.
Yeah, early in our thing, we did some, and Johnny broke her down. And I think it was like somebody that trains with her.
Yeah.
Something in Brazil was like,
it was funny.
We're both gonna stomp your nuts in. I'm like, damn,
like,
Johnny.
all right.
I'm like, damn.
All right.
That's rough.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, man, what the heck did you say? Jeez.
I can't even remember.
I might have used the trash can word back then. I used to use trash cans a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do that anymore. Not because of that, but I'm being nice. She's not a trash can, but
yeah, she's not bad. I mean, she's like ranked number 2 in the world.
But then again,
Raquel Pennington, they gave Pennington that win, but like I thought Vieira won that fight. Like kind of
she
clearly.
didn't beat Holly Holm, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like,
ain't no way.
Yep. SK said only got one big play, which is 100 on Roman by sub or Kevin by points plus 135.
I don't mind that.
Ain't bad at all.
I like Roman at plus 130. Just straight up money, dude. He's huge, dude. And Kevin's fucking twig at 185.
If Kevin was like plus 120, 130, I would bet him.
If only you could count on Delidze to actually try to go for takedowns.
Right. I think he can strike with him too. Like Kevin Holland's just like, well, I mean, Kevin's going to be faster and hit harder, but like, well, not just, okay, if he just strikes 3 rounds, of course not, but he's going to grapple this dude. Kevin Holland weighs 180 pounds. Roman Delidze is huge. Do
you really trust any of these guys though?
I don't trust anybody on this whole
That's the problem.
card besides Alex Pereira. And I trust Buckley to get the takedowns. I trust Buckley to get the takedowns.
The problem is at some point soon, Alexa's going to run into that, like, he's had a shitload of fights, and he's getting up there, and all of a sudden he's going to fall off a cliff.
Always happens.
I mean,
always even happening.
Man, if you look at that light heavyweight division,
but this is a perfect fight for him. This is like, someone that's going to way smaller, Muay Thai, doesn't really move, and
no grappling, no wrestling. No grappling.
Should be.
Where's the baby? Yeah, I got to get the baby blood parlay in. We had her pick like 4 fights. She picked Rountree, and I'm not going to stand for that. I won't do that.
I ain't going to stand for that.
She doesn't even watch tape. She doesn't, you know what I mean? But
she didn't watch tape?
No, dude, last week she picked Moicano and Duncan plus 660.
Dude, that's legit.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll see. I'll line it up before it starts. Yeah, no, sir. Like you couldn't get a hold of nobody in there, dude. Nothing. Yep. It didn't make any sense. I can't remember if Nashville.
We were trying to make bets, and it was tough to make bets in there.
Then they finally let us make bets.
It was the wrong time to do it,
and we get beat with that on Cannoneer live.
Literally, it was like right after it went through, and then that shot hit. We're
Johnny's like, dude, you can bet. We can bet live, like a main event. Yeah, and then like, happy fight day, Nick Sisson. What's up, brother? Man, appreciate you coming out, hanging out, dude. Happy fight day to you too. I hope you kill your bets, man, and appreciate all the support all the time and all the retweets and stuff you do on Twitter, man. That's awesome. This card's iffy at best.
Yep.
Well, let's get into it and see what it's about. First fight, men's welterweight. Tim Means versus Court McGee, and I'm going to let Yanni K start this one.
Love it. I believe this fight is a 50-50 fight. You could say who you like, but let's be honest. Both these guys are 39. They're 40 years old. If you want to say, let's round up a little bit. Both have a little bit of their advantages. I think Court McGee, I think he's a little bit more durable personally. I think he can go farther. He's more of a grinder. And Tim Means, he finishes a lot of people, but he can be, hit, rocked, and club and subbed, all that good stuff. And his takedown defense sometimes a little bit questionable. So I like Court McGee in this fight. I'm going to take a shot on the dog. I like him at dog prices. He's at plus 170 currently. I like the plus 3.5, minus 140. I think this fight does go to decision, either whoever wins. And I think Court can win 1 round. You can look at the overs as well, but give me Court McGee to win by decision. Go with the underdog to start the night off.
I like it. I like the balls it took to make that bet too. It's nice.
Plus 180, baby.
Yep. Tyler, how you see this one going down? Yeah, plus 1. That's good. What's the line at now?
Plus 170. It keeps moving up. I saw it as low as like plus 150, but it's going back up a little bit.
Means is about minus 190, something like that now, and it was going down. I didn't know if it went down. How do you see it going down though, Tyler?
honestly, like you couldn't get me to make a bet on this if like there's no. I mean, with short
Dog
of
or
a gun
pass,
in my
right?
head, like I'm not betting on this fight, but I think Tim Means probably wins, but I don't feel good about it. And so I think like if you have to place a bet on it though, I think what you do is you play decision only on the Court McGee side because I think you can get that at plus money. And there's like his durability doesn't look to be as good as it once was. I mean, he's been getting rocked and wobbled a lot lately, and I think it means wins. It's early, so I could see like McGee decision only, and like that's and then like if it doesn't go to decision, even if McGee wins inside the distance, like Herc is saying, like the bet just pushes. It's not a big deal. So that's like, I mean, if I had to bet, that's what I would bet, but I'll stay away.
Yeah. I don't mind it. What's the plus 3.5 on Court McGee?
Minus 140.
That's good right there.
Okay.
I picked Means. I went with the Dirty Bird myself just for the fact that like I think the wrestling cancels out for both of these dudes because they both got good wrestling. So I don't see like McGee really only was getting Morono to the ground because he kept pulling guillotine on him. But I see the wrestling canceling out, and then in the striking, like McGee's really only boxing. He's got decent boxing with decent defense. He's not throwing many kicks, but like Tim Means is throwing. He has good boxing with both hands. He's throwing knees, step in knees. He throws a lot more front kicks and just leg kicks and a lot more stuff, a lot more volume. I see him being the one coming forward. And he has way more power, in my opinion. Like Court McGee hasn't finished nobody since like 2010. And, like Tim Means knocked out Fiallo, which ain't the biggest thing, but he's got more power and more finishing ability. But like these guys are saying,
I think.
Yeah, he's been getting hurt a lot in his fights, and he's been getting subbed. But like, I don't know if Court hurts people or subs them, but it's a possibility. You know what I mean? Like later in the fight, and I will give you guys that Means hasn't looked like he's been coming in the greatest shape in the world. And then like, if Court McGee, if it's the old Court, he like for Court to win, he's got to really be able to out grapple a person though and just wear on him. Like he's just like that, and I just don't think he can do that to me. So give me Means, my best bet. I like that Court McGee minus 135, and I actually think that this fight goes over. So like that over 2.5, or either you could probably go either guy by decision. I don't know if Means finishes Court McGee, but Court's kind of like slower, dude. And Means, he's like constantly looking for the finish. You know what I mean? Like that's how he fights. He's throwing hard.
You know what I mean? Means.
You know what I mean?
Doctor Stoppage is live too. Means has those elbows, and I mean both guys got some scar tissue going on.
Yep. Like dude, that when he fought Andre Fiallo, and Fiallo hurt him in the first round, and Means like got hurt and he backed up to the cage and he just perfectly waited for Fiallo to come in and hits the step in knee, dude. That was beautiful, and rocks him and drops him. So yeah, he's got a chance to hurt Court with a knee, elbow, all that. So, but yeah, I don't mind anybody on that underdog right there. It's Tim Means at minus 195 in the UFC in 2024 is fucking bananas.
It's no bueno.
Yo. Shady Means by decision, 125 at 100. KO 375. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, Shady. I do not mind that at all. No bets, but have to root for Court. Gotcha. Yeah. Stormy Normie, what is up? He said, hey, good luck to you three tonight. Big fan of the three of y'all. Hey, man, thanks. We appreciate you. We're a big fan of you too now, coming out, hanging out with us. Drop in the comment, man, and we appreciate it. That's what this show's about.
Super cool.
Oh yeah, that's what this show's about, man. Like I said, that's why I always post that we're the most interactive show in the game, because we always just talk with everybody. That's kind of what the shows are about, just hanging out with the dudes. But appreciate you, Stormy. Both guys getting fat checks today. Seasoned vet payroll. Yep. Oh yeah, good for them too.
100%.
They got to be over 300K show money at this point.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, veteran in. Yeah. Equity. Alex Cruz too. Means, but not betting this. That's where I'm rolling with you. Equity Sports Analytics, man. What is up, man? It's been a while. I hope everything is good with you. He said, let's smash those bookies tonight, fellas. Let's smash them, man.
This will be the 30th fight for Tim Means and the 23rd fight both in the UFC for Court McGee. So they're getting a lot of money.
Yeah, and they deserve it. These dudes been in some wars. Dude, Tim Means has always been like all action fighter. So love that. Next fight, they're going to be a little out of order. It is what it is. I moved that one into the first. But men's lightweight, Alexander Hernandez versus Austin Thud Hubbard. Tyler, how do you see this one going down?
So here's the deal. I don't think Hernandez has been the same since he got run through by Cerrone. And if you look at it since then, he won that split decision with Jim Miller. Okay.
I thought Miller won.
I guess I thought Miller won, but whatever.
First, third.
And then he won that fight against Trinaldo. Also didn't think he won that one. He got a couple of finishes in there or whatever, but like not over the best level of competition. So he just hasn't looked good in a long time. So I can't pick him to win a fight. Like maybe he's probably the more skilled fighter, but he's a bit of a head case at this point. And like he breaks mentally, and his cardio is kind of, I don't even know if his cardio is bad or if he just breaks mentally and it looks like his cardio is bad. So like I think Hubbard's probably going to win. But I know for a fact that if he doesn't get finished, Hubbard's going to be there in the third round because that dude is tough as nails. And he just keeps coming. So the plus 3.5 on Hubbard, whatever price it is, should be safe. I feel like there's no way he loses all 3 rounds. So the only way he would lose this is if he gets finished. And like the dude is hard to finish. So, I mean, Hollabaugh finished him, but Hollabaw's like an ace off his back. So, I mean, that's, I don't think
the pressure in that was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Hollabaw's like the type of guy that if he's going to win, it's going to be by finish. And that's not Alex Hernandez. So I would take the plus 3.5 on Hubbard. But at this point, it's probably gone because I think a bunch of money's coming in on Hubbard. So, but somebody said on Thursday when we were doing our stream, the panel show we did, that Bovada had it at minus 135 at that point, but it's probably long gone by now. But yeah, that's what I would play. And I think Hubbard probably gets the win because I just don't trust Alex Hernandez to win a fight anymore.
Yep. Johnny, how you see it going down?
Yeah, this is the fight of the card that I hate. Like I hate it. Like it's really hard to pick. Tyler said on paper Hernandez is the better fighter, which is true. But man, he has some bad fight IQ moments. He gasses in a lot of his fights. Poor choices, this and that. But Hubbard, he's meat and potatoes. Like, nothing doesn't, he doesn't do nothing fantastic or anything fantastic, but he's not terrible at anything either. So he's going to be there for all 3 rounds. I don't see a finish unless it's going to be early by Hernandez. But the longer the fight goes, it's going to favor Hubbard. Tons of money came in on Hubbard today. It's a pick 'em now. I was able to get the plus 3.5 spread on Hubbard before all that money came in at minus 145. Now it's at minus 205, so it's a little crazy. But I'm picking Hernandez. I wasn't confident early in my breakdowns. I never changed my picks. But if I wanted to change my pick on any fight, it would probably be this one. It's just hard to trust Hernandez. It really is. But if somewhere you can find Hubbard at plus money, I think that's a good bet. If you want to put the plus 3.5 spread on Hubbard in a parlay, I think that's good. But I wouldn't be betting Hernandez, honestly. Like don't bet Hernandez on anything at all. This is dog or pass at 100%. Don't bet Hernandez. You can't trust him, especially if he was like maybe plus 150. Sure, take a shot because he is the better fighter on paper, but he's not. It's a pick 'em now, and still I wouldn't even bet Hernandez. So, like I said, my bet or my pick is Hernandez by decision, but I do feel like Hubbard probably wins this fight.
Yeah. I'm with some people like Shady. I wish Hubbard was a little more dangerous. You know what I mean? To help him in this fight. I get, but like I think all the money came in on Hubbard like that because he's bigger than Hernandez. Like in the face-offs, he looked like he's about an inch or two bigger, and that seems like that may help him with grappling because I think he might. I mean, why wouldn't you come out and try? I mean, I don't think that he's going to be able to just come out and take Alexander Hernandez down, but you definitely want to like try to get him working and just get him tired. Hernandez is on short notice. In the end, I ended up taking Hernandez. I like him by decision too because like he's probably like Thud Hubbard's super durable, but to me, like Hernandez is going to have the better striking outright, like just striking. And I don't think that this fight goes to the ground. I don't think Hernandez takes Thud down, which I mean, he'd have better wrestling and he could probably take Thud Hubbard down if he wanted to. But I think I think they both just pretty much keep it standing for the most time. And I'm going to say that Hernandez does have better striking. And if Thud Hubbard doesn't push some like crazy pace, because like Jim Miller pushed a pretty crazy pace on Hernandez in the first round, went after him hard, and then kind of slowed down in the second and took it off a little bit. And then Hernandez allowed him to like, not get gassed out. And then he kind of stole that second round. And third round, Hernandez came out pretty decent. And then Miller ended up getting a takedown and beating him up for a little bit in the third round. But I don't know if what Hubbard's going to do is enough. Cause like, you can't just like, at least in the first round, you can't really just like throw crazy volume at Hernandez because he is dangerous. We've seen him knock dudes' heads off in the first round. And usually it's like when he's getting a different level of competition. You know what I mean? He's able to, like, not to say Thud Hubbard, he ain't Chris Grutzmacher or Mike Breeden in them, but you know, he's definitely not fucking like Bill Algeo. I mean, not even Bill Algeo. It's not that they're that great, but them dudes are just cardio machines at 145. Is crazy. They say he went down to 145 3 times and fought the cardio machine guys. Like in the biggest 145ers too. What? Bill Algeo, freaking Quarantillo, and who's the other one?
Damon Jackson.
And Damon Jackson. So all of them are like 5'11", 145ers with crazy cardio and that are well rounded. So it was like weird UFC gave him that. But in this fight, I'm going to say that he is at 155 going to be able to beat Thud Hubbard, because I just don't know where Thud Hubbard's better than him at, other than maybe cardio. But like, I don't know if he's going to push the crazy pace that you need. I don't think Thud Hubbard's better than Jim Miller, and I don't think he really pushes a better pace than Jim Miller either.
Yeah, but Jim Miller probably won that fight.
Yeah, but it's super close.
Very close.
It was very close. But like, who would you take if Jim Miller and Thud Hubbard was fighting?
Jim Miller.
Probably Jim Miller, but it's different because the reason that I feel better about Hubbard is because, well, first off, Hubbard's made people quit on the stool before just by
Max Roscoff, but like that was his.
Also, at elevation, well, come on, man. Like Hubbard is like that dude is made for this environment. That's what he's for.
And he don't train there no more, though. He was training up there, but now
this is his first camp that he switched over to Chicago. He trains with Bilal now.
Yeah, that's what the bookie man has, the VFS. Yeah. I need to make $1 million by tomorrow, and I got $5. So what parlay will for sure give me that milli? Thanks in advance.
Khalil Rountree, Vieira, and Pretoria. There you go.
Yeah, if you want to lose it,
it's $5 though.
He's trying to help you out, Johnny. Remember when we hit that? The only ones that hit that really big parlay when Blood was taking his hiatus for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we killed that. What did we have? We had Alex Pereira knockout round 2.
Yeah, we did. No, it was. I think it was just finished round 2.
Yeah, and then we had Chasson inside the distance.
Yes,
we crushed that sucker at like a ridiculous
2,300.
Yeah. So I feel like if we put our heads together, by the end of this stream, we could figure something out for him.
I like it.
Yep. I'll
figure it out.
I know a good one. I know one that
I already got one lined up. We'll do it at the end.
We'll figure it out, Beaver. But appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, Beaver. And I wanted to shout out back here to Mutant VR. He said, "What's good? New to the channel. Let's get some wins tonight, man. Appreciate you coming out. We love all the new people that come out and comment and hang out with us before the fights and on Wednesday nights. So appreciate all you guys. Let's see. Dulene Hernandez, but that elevation would bet would bet 29-20. Yeah. And so that what you guys are saying is perfect. Thud Hubbard, I mean, because he can outright win, but then that +3.5, he doesn't get finished usually, and he should at least win a round and possibly fight. So I like that. And I'm not heavy on Hernandez. That's just who I picked, like based off the tape. But then you got to add in elevation, all that. But like the Jim Miller fight was kind of like a fight I wanted to watch for that one. Crazy line movement in the last couple of days pushing Hubbard for sure. Like because Hernandez started out about -190, 180, 190. Yeah, and then now it's like
it literally is a pick 'em.
Yep,
it's insane.
Yep,
something's up.
Somebody knows something. And Hernandez is on short notice, but didn't trust Hernandez at -155. But at -155, I don't blame. Yeah, because I feel like you're going to get a better fighter. It's just that I swallow. Yeah. What's up, nerds and virgins? What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out. That's our dude. You got
Suck It Johnny K.
Oh, is that him?
Great YouTube name too, though. I think that's hilarious.
No, it's probably someone with that picture, but that's where it's from.
Right. He ain't gonna get me. Chama Brazil. What's up, Marcelo? Man, appreciate you coming out. Saudu Brazil, man. That's awesome. That's the best part about this thing is like doing stuff online and getting to talk with people all over the world about this. People you'd never get to talk to people, and now we all get to just come together and have a great time and talk about fights, man. So appreciate everybody that comes out and hangs out. We got 331 people here live, got like 50 on YouTube and 281 on Twitter, man. So we appreciate you guys hanging out and spending your fight day with the almost let my damn computer die, boy. What?
Sheesh.
That would have sucked. But yeah, man. Bookie Man said Hubbard has seen Yair Bilal, Charlie constantly in practice. He's going to starch that guy. Yeah. I mean, and it can't hurt to get good looks and train with, you get new looks and train with great guys like that. You can learn something. Maybe his left hook, he's going to come in left hook Larry like a wreck he is. 4-leg parlays that are plus 2,000 turn 5 into 800,000. So he needs plus 2,500. He's trying to get to the milli. All legs plus 2,000 and 4 legs. I got one for all legs are plus 2,000. That's hard to find a plus 2,000. How about I got some good. I'm wondering here if Lucindo can close the distance and actually bully Marina like Andrade or Generova. That's a tough call, BJ or BJ.
She gonna have to.
DG. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hector said 138 MMA. Hector knows 138, knows his stuff. Chama Benjamin. Let's see. Saba. Let's see. He's saying what's up to Marcelo. James Krause back at the casino. I seen him doing something. I seen James Krause was doing. No, he's at like a grappling match or something like that. He's getting back in the game. What you think about Aldo by KO? I don't say it can't happen. I don't think it happens, but it could happen. I mean, I've seen him KO better people. It has to be round and method with an underdog pick to get plus 2,000. I'm gonna have one for you.
4 extra legs. We need more legs than 4 if that's the case.
Right. Next fight. Here's one of them I'm gonna have for you. I'm gonna have something a little for you. Men's light heavyweight. Oven St. Preux versus Ryan Spann. Johnny, you can start this
one. I'm picking Spann. He's the younger fighter. He's more dangerous, but man, he's the stupider fighter. I can't even say that word. But yeah, I mean, we've seen it in his last fight, OSP, that he kind of got this crazy, second wind of youth, if you want to say, and he looked decent against Kennedy Njoku. And but I don't think that's going to happen in this fight. I'm staying away from this fight 100% because I just don't trust Spann enough. And if this fight does get out of round 1, OSP is very live. So no bets for me. If you want to bet on this fight, look, I would probably just live bet it after round 1. Just go OSP after round 1. Just see how both of them are looking. But I think Ryan Spann gets him out of there early in round 1 knockout. But this is one of those fights again. I'm not putting my money on 100% unless it gets out of round 1 and Spann looks gassed. OSP all day.
I don't mind it. Tyler, how you see it going down?
I said it in my breakdown video. OSP's getting with the Von Preux choke. It's going to happen. Ryan Spann loves his stupid little guillotines. Guillotines don't work, and OSP knows that. If anybody's going to make him pay for a guillotine, it's OSP. Get with the Von Preux. So if you can bet that, I believe you can get that at plus 3,000 on was it BetMGM actually?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, so like Von Preux choke, or Von Flue, I guess what they probably call it because it's the actual name, but Von Flue choke plus 3,000. I mean, if you want to pick a round, if you want to go like
2.
I guess what's the one that you can play? What book is it you can play like 1 and 2? Because I think it could happen in round 1 as well.
DraftKings usually.
Yeah, so I would say
not the specific.
I would say sub
just round 1.
Oh, then you can do FanDuel or DraftKings. Yeah,
whichever one has better odds on that might be worth playing. But I do think OSP gets him with the Von Preux choke because I think Spann's going to go for that guillotine and he ain't going to let it go until it's too late. OSP's going to get it all pinched up in his hand. He's going to be trying to yank it out and he can't get it out. And the next thing you know, he's out.
Tons of money is coming in on OSP too. He's at plus 180 right now. I remember seeing him at like plus 250.
Dude, you just can't trust Ryan Spann. Everybody's like, Ryan Spann's younger. Like, yeah, he is.
He's younger. He's more dangerous. Yeah, but
you can't trust OSP either, though. No. But OSP, yeah, if he does get the Von Flue, like Tyler's saying, we need to change that to the St. Preux. You know what I mean? Because he's got 4 or 5 of them, and he would have like 4 or 5 at that point in the UFC. Yeah, I had a bet on Olin Jacek. You remember Olin Jacek versus freaking OSP? Like Olin Jacek came out and beat him to the body and the head with like 100 significant strikes in the first round, dude. And like somehow because sometimes OSP's durable and sometimes he's not. Like, but like that day he was durable, and then he came out and fucking Olin Jacek was tired, took him down, and within fucking 12 seconds he's fucking St. Preux. But
they can't help but grab the head like this. It's such a bad habit.
Yep.
Such a bad habit.
In this one. Like, it's terrible. You can't trust nothing in this. But I'm gonna go with Brian Spann, just being younger, faster, hits harder. I think he could get him done in the first round. But honestly, I think that one of the best bets for this fight, the best bet, anyways, is over 1.5. Right? Just look at the over 1.5 at minus 120. No, go look at
Ain't no way,
bro.
Gotta get that perspirant like thick.
Listen, St. Preux is durable as fuck, bro. He's only had one fight in his last 12 fights that went under 1.5 rounds, and that was Felipe Lins.
How many fights have like barely snuck over 1.5 rounds?
That don't matter. Go all the way back. He's only had.
You do know who he's fighting, right? Someone that doesn't like to go over 1.5 rounds.
Yeah, but he went over 1.5 with Jamal Hill.
He went over 1.5 2 times out of his last 10 fights, Cody.
He went over 1.5 with
2 times over 1.5.
Yeah, but it don't matter though. I don't think he's going to come out just throwing. I don't think he's going to come out and just finish OSP. I think this fight actually goes to decision.
You're right. He might not, but he also might gas out and quit. He is a quitter. Spann. He's a quitter.
OSP's a gas bag his damn self. I know last fight.
I know, but
somehow, but
who's more of a quitter?
Spann quits.
I wouldn't say Spann's more of a quitter. I would say Spann's more kill or be killed, because he's trying to kill you, and then sometimes when he's trying to kill you, he gets.
If he ain't gonna kill you, he's gonna quit.
Yeah, but when's he really quit? He's been hurt. He gets clipped easy, but I wouldn't say he just quits. I mean, he gets finished. I can put 3. I can do 2 at least.
But like Spann says in his
Nikita Krylov quit.
He got subbed.
Guskov, yeah, but he quit, and that's why he got subbed.
Guskov got knocked out. He got drilled in the second round and then finished.
Man, he's a quitter.
That's fair.
His brain quits on him a little bit. But dude, a quitter's Cody Brundage. A quitter is Cody Brundage. That's a fucking quitter. Like, dude,
I know, but he has a little bit of Cody Brundage. And I'm not saying he's exactly like Cody.
Who else? Who's
I told you, Nikita Krylov. He quit. They were grappling early in that fight, and then he literally just gassed out. He was like, "Just sub me."
Yep.
He did.
But Nikita Krylov's a beast. I think Ovin St. Preux actually beat Krylov back in the day somehow.
Probably did.
So I'm saying, and Ovin St. Preux is so hit or miss. Like, you can't trust him either. Yeah. Ryan Spann, I think this fight goes to decision, dude.
I don't know why we're yelling and screaming, because you shouldn't bet this fight.
You're the only one yelling and screaming, Johnny.
OSP by Von
I'm okay with that. Do that.
Can you bet that specific?
Yeah.
Can you get that?
Bet MGM. Like Tyler said.
Saba has Spann by KO. I like Spann. Listen, I like
KO, but I got round 1.
Decision. I like Spann by decision. I think he can win the first 2 rounds and then
crazy,
survive, because OSP ain't really finishing nobody unless you're Menafield.
You be wild.
Check left. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to help Beaver Covington out here with that. Fight goes to decision, or you take one of them dudes by decision plus 700. Either one of them plus 700. I was watching some recent fight. Yeah, Catlin, dude. Yeah, I mean, she has good takedown defense. If she keeps the fight standing, it's definitely going to be
different world.
Yeah. Spann OSP plus 1.5. See right there. Shady's on the same bet. He sees it. I like it. I think the odds. But that over 1.5 is money, because 11 of OSP's last 12, and then it goes to like 15 of 17 have gone over that 1.5 rounds. And like you said, it's close, but it's going over.
By close, I mean second, like 1 second.
Yeah, but look at Spann's. How many of his last ones gone over? I have a couple of them. Two.
He went over with Anthony Smith in the rematch, and that might be it.
Tanner Bozer by 1 second, literally. Olazaychuk by
Cash it.
By 16. Nikita Krylov was literally on the dot at 2:30.
What happens if you hit on the dot?
Push it. No, it's over if it hits on the dot.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Yep.
How?
I've never had it hit on the dot.
It says it on.
So you lose
over.
No shit.
Yeah, if you hit under, if it's 2:30 on the dot, you lose it.
Because you're under 2:30. But then, so there ain't no push.
It says under 1.5 rounds. So technically 2:30 is 1.5. So you're under. You have to be under.
So if it lands on the number, you lose no matter what.
Yes. So he literally has 2 fights that are on the money, on the dot, and then 1 second over. So I'm telling you, you're gonna be sweating that 2:30. There's not many fighters.
You're gonna sweat.
There's not many fighters that have 1, let alone 2, within a second.
11 of his last 12 gone over 1.5. Man,
wild.
You gotta play that. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. Carla Esparza versus Tisha Pennington.
And there's another one. I'm sorry. There's another one that he has that's 8 seconds over.
Cash it. Cash it. So all of them cashed. All of them, even the 230. Okay.
But
over. Listen, that's the blood money. Over 1.5 in this fight's hitting. Then once it hits over 1.5, guess who's
Is it
going
plus
to
money?
2.5? It's like
Ain't
minus
playing it.
110.
Ain't
Then guess
playing
who's
it.
making it to 2.5 after freaking span slows down and OSP slows down and they
Nah, it's
turn into
125.
Kennedy.
Minus 125. I ain't playing that. Nope.
Now get to 2.5. What's the decision though? Telling you,
I ain't playing that.
That's
I don't want to have a stroke when I'm 39 years old.
You bet Court McGee. You bet Court McGee today. That's a long 15 minutes right there.
I
That's a whole 15. You got to
don't
hope
have
that
to
man don't
worry
get
about an over and
Jeremiah
under, though.
Wells.
I don't have to worry about that. Court can get a knockout in the first round.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know.
I said that stat
You can get a
earlier.
sub,
Court
too.
McGee hasn't
Tim Means
finished
loves to get club and subbed.
Court
so.
McGee hasn't finished nobody since 2010.
Well, you know what? He's fighting a 40-year-old.
2011? I think it's 2011.
Is it 11? My bad.
11.
14 years
I'm
instead of
sorry.
15. That man's
sorry.
dangerous.
Tim
Now
Means
he's dangerous.
finished like 15 times in the last 15 fights.
Against dangerous people, though.
Yeah, I think his
Doesn't
last
matter.
finish was over Ryan Jensen, which is he's a local guy at Omaha, which is why I know this. So
All right, let's go.
All right,
we're
let's move on.
talking
We're killing
Esparza
we're
versus Pennington. And Tyler, I'm going to let you start this one off.
Yeah, I'm going with Pennington simply because Esparza's been off for so long, and she's also retiring. Like, it's kind of just a narrative-based pick, but I think Tisha Pennington has. I mean, she's already come back from the baby and had her post-baby performance, whereas Esparza, she hasn't yet. So, I think Esparza's going to struggle in this one. Could she win? Sure, but yeah, Pennington, I got to go with. But yeah, I mean, I'll just stay away.
Yeah, Johnny, how you see it going down?
Same way. Whatever Tyler said, I agree 100%. And also, too, I think Tisha's takedown defense is actually pretty good. It's actually been improving too. And I can't trust Esparza like right now. She's 36 years old, hasn't fought in 2 years, just had a baby, just got married. This is her retirement fight. She might look good in round one, but I don't think she's gonna effectively grapple enough to win this fight. And Tisha, I still think she still has it. She looked good in the Ricci fight. Yes, she did slow down in the third round, which probably cost her a bit. But she's a very good striker, like I said, and I don't think she was taken down by Tabitha Ricci. Not to say that they're the same kind of wrestler, but she's very strong and very hard to take down. So I like Pennington here to get it done by decision. Probably is a good bet. I did the Pennington parlay personally myself.
You kind of have to.
And not because, but I really think both fighters win, honestly. So it just works out. But
them are both going to be sweaty too.
I ain't sweating.
I like it. I know. I like it.
Weirdly confident. I think I even said this. Weirdly confident Tisha gets this one done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys. Like Carla Esparza, she looks soft as hell too at weigh-ins and like face-offs. Like she looks like, like she's definitely not fighting for the title anymore. But 2 years off, all that, one-dimensional. These girls fought back in the day on The Ultimate Fighter, and Esparza was able to get a very close decision win in there. And then I feel like since then, I mean, Esparza's what, 37, right?
36.
And I think 36, Pennington's 35 or something like that.
Yep.
So I feel like since then, Pennington's gotten better takedowns defense because she was able to stop most of them in that fight. And then Esparza is just a little older. Her wrestling's not going to be as tight as it was back when she was freaking, 29 years old. So I'm going to take Pennington. And like I said, watching the face-offs and stuff, Esparza looks soft as hell. So I don't think that you're going to get the same Esparza that put that beating on Rose Namajunas and took the title in that crazy-ass back-and-forth fight. But
also, Esparza is literally like days away from being 37. So
yeah,
throwing it out there like days.
Yeah. She's only got 4 fights in the last 4 years. And 4 of her last 5 fights, she's won her by split decision too. So
that's all you gotta say.
It's very close. So give me Pennington. I think she started, like you guys said, maybe Esparza comes out with a tough first round. But other than that, I see Pennington taking
also,
over.
Go ahead.
Just as long as she don't slow down in that third round and just give up like one takedown and get held down.
But let's be honest too with Tisha. Like her last 2 fights, she lost by split decision. I think she beat Mackenzie Dern 100%.
I thought she won the last 2. I thought she won both.
The Ricci fight, very, very, very close. Wouldn't be mad. I'll be mad for my bet because I did have Ricci, but I wouldn't be mad with the decision because it was that close. Like I still think she has it, but there it is. I don't think Esparza does personally.
J29 said Carla taking the Cookie Monster nickname too seriously these days.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Jack, Johnny fit in a B slump before the prelims start. What up, Jack? Man, appreciate you
Jack.
coming out.
We'll see
Carla
what
said
happens.
just had a baby, then
Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Early night, early read. There we go. But yeah, man. I mean, the overs, right, in this fight. Pennington's not finishing nobody. Esparza's not finishing Pennington. I think it's minus 700, bro. Like the bookies,
you can't
bet. Like, bro, I used to be able to kill the over unders and stuff because they would start them off at like pick'ems and just kind of let people decide. Now they just start off minus 500, dude. Everything it's hard to bet MMA these days because they like anything that seems like a for sure win. They're like, cool, you ain't betting that.
This
minus
fight, though,
1200.
It's going to decision
For sure.
It's pretty good.
That's why it's minus 700.
Unless somebody gets kicked in the vagina and has to go out or something like that. Eye poke. What? Oh God.
I think it pushes if it's no contest still.
What? Well, unless it's an illegal one. What was the Mandy Baum one?
Oh, like a DQ.
Yeah, I lost that. That's the
DQs don't.
Yeah, if it's a no contest though, I think even the over under pushes.
Okay. Yeah, the one was a disqual. Was like a. It was like
so
if you can have a disqualification.
If it ends under 2.5 and you have the over, you do get your money back. But if you had the over 1.5 and it went over that, in that time you do win that.
It's like
yeah, because it happened to me with the Marcos Aori Kulang fight. I had the over 1.5. It barely snuck over and it was no contest, and I hit it.
Yeah,
at least DraftKings gave it to me. At least.
You have some where if it's an unintentional foul and it's in the second round or past the second round where they can judge it, then they go to the judges and then they stop the fight right there too. So like Mandy Baum or like remember when what's his nuts Romanov Espina kept hitting fucking him in the nuts and he quit. Yeah, and then went to the judges because it was like accidental. But then
it wasn't it Huggy Bear and
Barnett and Boudet
and Barnett. Yep.
So sometimes it can because I lost the one with Mandy Baum and them where whatever happened.
I did too.
And then the under missed by like 10 seconds, and I was like, motherfucker. All right, men's 185-pound division: Ihor Potiera versus Cesar Almeida. Johnny, you can start this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Almeida. I'm pretty confident that he gets this one done. I mean, if Pereira tries to use some wrestling grappling, it's going to help him out. But like, we haven't really seen him wrestle and grapple in a lot of his UFC fights, anyways. He hasn't even got one takedown yet. So to me, like, I think this fight's going to play out on the feet, and I think Cesar's way better on the feet. So for betting wise, I don't know really, because like a lot of the lines are bad. Maybe the over 1.5 isn't bad at minus 130. It might sneak over. But like, you can do Almeida by KO rounds 1 or 2. That might be okay, which is minus 150. But even then, it's like, I don't know. There's really nothing I like in this fight, but I do think Almeida wins this fight more times than not. He probably gets a KO stoppage. So maybe round 2 KO might be a good spot, but I don't have any bets on this fight, but I would just go Almeida. You're mute.
Tyler, how you see it going down?
There you go. So here's the deal. Like, Almeida's the better striker, don't get me wrong, but he's a big, big favorite. And I know that he should win, but like Pereira is kind of live here. And like, I'm not going to bet Pereira, absolutely not. But I'm also not going to lay that much just to, like, I mean, was it like -4, -500 at this point? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I think he should be like minus 250. And like, I'm not going to bet Pereira because I do think he loses. But man, I don't trust Almeida. Like, people are like really high on Almeida to win this. And like, I don't know. I just haven't seen it from him to like feel super confident because Pereira does have a very nasty storm early in the fight. And he could make something happen. Whether that, I don't know how, but he could. Like, he was so close to finishing that Bellato fight. And then he died. Like, he just died. But yeah, so I don't trust it. If the line was closer, maybe then you could like parlay Almeida. But like at this number, I don't feel like it's worth it. And I just feel like even though Ihor's not like the best, I mean, weird stuff happens in that guy's fights. I'm just staying away. I'm staying away entirely.
Yeah.
But if like gun to my head, I had to bet something. My goodness. I mean, I might take like round 1 KO, TKO, DQ for Pereira just for like the craziness that could ensue. But if I like gun to my head, I had to bet. I wouldn't bet that though, unless I had to.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm with you. This line's freaking bananas. Ihor, like he's a huge middleweight too. And I don't know what his grappling is going to be like, if he's going to like push the grappling, which I think he's going to at least try, and he probably can just because he's like a bigger dude. But he's got pretty good striking. Like people act like he doesn't have like good strike. Like he's not terrible. I mean, he knocked out old Shogun, but like dropping Bellotto, hitting him with big shots, got power in both hands, left hook, everything. I just think that that dude like has had a tough schedule in the UFC. I mean, even Negramanu, because that dude's tough as shit. Like he hasn't fought for a while, but that dude's like a fucking beast to be getting in. What I think it was his first fight in the UFC. He had him, and then Carlos Ulberg, people like that, you know. So he hasn't really had the easiest route, but Caesar, or I wish Almeida, because he's a badass kickboxer, right? So he's fought Alex Pereira and all them dudes. But the thing is he's not all that dangerous. Like he's not Alex Pereira, like one shot knock you out with stuff. Like he's like throwing a lot of leg kicks. I even went back and watched some of his kickboxing stuff, and he throws a lot of power leg kicks, and he's got pretty good boxing and stuff. But he's not like a one shot guy. So I think that this fight could be even closer. Then you see against like Kopylov, where like he was getting hurt against Kopylov a couple times. When he got taken down against Kopylov, he showed no get up game. And I don't know if he gassed out just because he took a bunch of damage in that first round, but like Kopylov gassed out bad in the second, and Almeida couldn't do anything about it. He didn't take advantage of it at all. Still got taken down. And then the third round, Kopylov was still gassed, and Almeida, because like Almeida's not throwing these big shots, he's throwing like body kicks and this and that. And then Kopylov, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, he's not really like trying to just put you out with the one big shot or do anything like where he needed to do something to Kopylov, because Kopylov was just backing up. But then in the third round, he gets taken down. He's gassed out himself, and Kopylov just rides the rest of the round out on top. So I'm not like high on him at all. I bet him big against Dylan Butka, because Dylan Butka's, you know, Dylan Butka. But like here, I mean, I'm picking Almeida just because I don't trust Ihor Potieria. I don't really trust Almeida, not at that line, but like I'm gonna make my pick on him. But like I wouldn't be surprised Potieria just rocks him in the first round too and drops him, like you said, man, because he's a big dude that does throw heat. So, but untrustworthy fight. I don't want nothing to do with none of that.
Same. Yeah, there's so many fights on this that I just want to say pass. But if we just say pass on everything, it's super boring for the fans. So we're gonna give stuff, and then they can call us clowns later. But like we're not actually betting most of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. There's it's this. I don't like this as a betting like card.
Horrible card for betting.
I tried to find 3 bets I felt confident in. Like the second bet, I like Tisha Pennington a ton, and then I was just gonna. She's like -180. I was just gonna throw Kayla Harrison on there, like, and get it down to like -120 or something like that. But like, I'm like, do I even? Then I got 2 girls I got to worry about winning, and like Tisha Pennington's fight's going to be very close, like either way, because she, you know, she's not knocking girls out. So it's a lot of stuff.
There's one bet on this card that I felt good about, and that's it. And we're not there yet, but like there's only one, just one, and that's it. The rest are just kind of like I put these in, so I feel like the people that paid for my bets don't feel gypped, and I feel like that's not good. But
you don't feel confident, and there's a lot of cards like this. I like next week's card. Like I fucking love next week's card from a betting standpoint. It's phenomenal, and it's got good fights for. You guys think they're going to do? I should put that on Twitter. You think they're going to do anything big for Vegas 100? Like on a big show? You might as fucking well. You've been making us watch it for 5 years. You might as well put on a Vegas 100.
I know everybody hates it. I love the Apex. I don't care.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I wish it was cheaper so then you can like actually people can go.
I would love to go. Well, they're redoing it. It's probably going to be $100 a person. Aren't they shutting it down for a while and like remodeling or redoing it? They're probably making it a little bigger.
Most of 2025, it's not going to be. They're not going to have fights there.
Yo, Ryan Matthews, what is up, man? Ryan Matthews MMA. Shout out him, dude. Check him out on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere, putting out great information. Super cool dude, positive dude. So everybody check out Ryan Matthews. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us tonight. Dr. Evil in the building. He said everything in the state, nothing outside the state, nothing against the state. Brendan Schaub. I agree. I don't see anything wrong there. But shout out Dr. Evil coming out. DG, I don't think Almeida is going somewhere like he's 36 years old and nothing like Alex or Izzy. Poor takedown defense, no ground game, and no BJJ. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he should be that freaking that big of a favorite over like almost anybody. Maybe Dylan Butka if they fought again, but like Denzel in training day. Oh yeah. You see that back there? Dude. You see my personality in them paintings. Got the old freaking doink. Soprano got a little Pablo Escobar in the back. Someone KO Jake Paul, please. Pereira is so hated. Yeah, once he did that fucking thing when he knocked out Shogun and he did his little duelist thing, I'm like, man, you can't be touching
MMA
that.
fans are so sensitive.
In Brazil,
Whatever,
like
dude.
that?
Like,
In
he knocked the dude
Brazil,
out. He should
Tyler.
celebrate all he wants.
Over fat Shogun in
Dance
Brazil.
on
you
his
can't-
corpse.
He is
deserved to get knocked
97
out
in
for being there
UFC
at that
years.
point.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think
Bro, but
none of that made me upset.
Hope he never wins. I hope he never wins and never
Listen.
fight.
Listen, if anybody, if you got newer fans here, younger people, anybody, if I could tell you anything, man, go watch Shogun's fights in Pride. That fucker is a savage, dude. Them dudes are crazy. The Shuto box guys, Vondelay and all them dudes were all crazy. Wasn't Anderson Silva trained with them guys, dude? Them and they were all on something. This card is bad for bets. I've only got 2 this week. I don't blame you. I only got 1.
I got
I'll
5,
give you,
and that's
you
a
know,
lot.
too much credit beating the Polish guy, yeah. And Old Watt, yeah. But he shows some durability and stuff. And he's what? Well, 1-1 at 185. I think what's his nuts? Fucked him up. The lines are ridiculous. They are. Does it start at 5? Yeah. So it starts in a little less than an hour. We got a couple fights. We get there. King CA I-88 said, I'm from the same city, Danbury, and we have some of the best BJJ legends in the area, Connecticut and New Jersey and New York. I would not sleep on Alex by sub. His opponents absolutely no ground game. It's a fact. Go watch Rountree versus Ian Cutelaba or against Pedro Hizzo. Or not his Pedro Hizzo. Tyson Pedro.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about Pride and old school UFC days now. That's the hardest leg kicker in the history of the game right there, Pedro Hizzo. Been here the entire time critiquing MMA 138. He passed. Yeah. Yeah.
You pass.
Passed on the fights, man. You
Go.
cannot do it. Do you ever bet?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Yeah, I don't, but I would like to. I would love to. Them are excellent bets.
Love it.
We gave out a couple of spreads earlier. Me and Johnny did.
Court McGee.
And
do Aldo. You could do
Hubbard.
Hubbard. You could do literally any underdog.
Pretty much
this
any underdog.
card is great.
That's a good fight right there, SK.
Except maybe Rountree.
I'm going Kopilov, I guess, in movement and stuff, but I don't know.
Curtis coming off the injury makes me nervous. Otherwise, I feel like he has a good style to beat Kopilov. But that
third round will worry.
Bro, I'll tell you about Shogun. Remember the fucking craziest thing was when fucking him and Mark Coleman, because I'm a huge Mark Coleman fan, so we had to watch this like at 3 in the freaking morning over here back in Fremont, where Mark's from. So Mark Coleman freaking breaks Shogun's arm, right, in the fight. And it was just accident. It was just slammed and he posted out or whatever. Dude, and then Vondelay, all them dudes just rioted in the ring, man. You got to all watch all the Shogun stuff and all them dudes, man. Pride put on the best shows in the game. Like you watch it with Baz Rutten talking. If you watch it from the start to the finish, best shows in the game.
They did all that Baz Rutten commentary later. So it's funny because he is commentating his own fights and it's super funny.
It's him and Steven Quadros, bro. I love them dudes. I mean, he had a couple of who was remember back in the day in the UFC too, they would have the dude from 10th Planet, Eddie Bravo. He would come on and talk and stuff. Yeah, them dudes are great. He did some shows for Pride too and stuff, I think. But he could. Yeah, man. Alex does got good subs and he's
Nate Brown's the GOAT. Nate Brown's been a channel member of mine for ages. Nate Brown is the GOAT.
Nate Brown's the man, dude. Shout out Nate Brown. What's Johnny's bet? What's your favorite bet, Johnny? Let's go, Jack. Your favorite bet of the card, Jack wants to know.
Sheesh, let me look it up.
What you eating, man? You out here just eating, huh?
All right, there's a cherry in there. I mean, an old fashioned, so.
Oh, he was not food. He's
what?
I thought you was actually eating like a sandwich. It's a cherry.
Oh no, it's a cherry. From my old fashioned. Favorite bet. Go ahead. I don't know. Maybe our ladder challenge bet. Pennington and Alex Pereira KO. Love it.
Ryan Jordan says, "Sup, dude's gonna crack an ice cold root beer for you 38." I did. I'm almost done with this too, and it's kicking in a little bit. I like it.
I could tell.
Like I said, I never had the drink kind.
I'll be cracking a root beer later, Ryan.
100 milli. Shout out Ryan Jordan for coming out though. Bro, I did all 3 already, plus 3-5, all girls fights except Harrison fight. Yep.
I like it.
BC Dave in the house. What is up,
Dave? Let's
Dave? How you been,
go.
brother? He said, "What's up, MMA bitches?" He said, "Let's fucking go for 307." Everybody check out Tap. If you do Tapology, look for group 926, and Dave runs that group and it has a ton of killers in it that just post their picks and stuff every week. And if you can win that, you're the man. I won it twice. Yanni K, how many times you hit it?
0.
0, man.
I got second place like 5 times
The
though.
loneliest number right there. J29.
One isn't 1 the loneliest number?
No, 0. It's worse.
Oh,
nothing.
Well, not according to the song, but
Dude, 1's the loneliest number, bro.
Thank you.
Shady
Thank you,
Pride WEC too. I went to a couple WECs back in the day. They used to come to Columbus, man. And like, dude, Uriah Faber and them are as small as they look too. Cause like him, Chad Menda. I used to love the WECs. Your dude, you trained with Johnny Miguel Torres right? Miguel? It wasn't Manuel, it was
Miguel
Torres.
Now you're making me think about it. Yeah.
The dude was badass back in the day, dude. But yeah, man, they're missed. They're the best. I got all the prides on DVD, but I just got the Fight Pass.
The Shady don't know. You don't know good drinks, bro.
If you have cherries.
Yo, guys, we've only made it through like 4 fights. I don't know if we know that.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. I think we got it.
Shady probably drinks
Tyler,
like gasoline.
You can start this. It's a great
Thompson Buckley. Oh man,
yeah.
I've been getting so much crap for this one, guys. All right, I'm taking Stephen Thompson, and here's the deal.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think he wins more than like 45% of the time, but at the same time, I think he wins at least 45% of the time because, especially in this situation, at elevation, Thompson's got a fantastic cardio. And what I could see happening is Buckley maybe getting some takedowns early, but at the end of the fight, what the judges are going to see is Buckley desperately diving for takedowns because on the feet, it's not going to be close. I can't imagine Buckley being better than Thompson on the feet. That would be absurd. Maybe he is, but I don't think so. And I think what the judges are going to see is some desperation dives for takedowns. And if you're getting that, the optics are going to outweigh what you've been doing because that's what judges see. They don't see anything else. They see optics. And if you're diving for legs like that, it's going to look bad, especially if he's stuffing them towards the end of the fight. So I'm going to take Thompson by decision, but I don't feel good about it. I feel like the plus 3.5 is a good spot on him because I think as the fight goes, Wonderboy's probably going to be the fresher guy, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I'm just picking with my heart, and that's okay because, like I said, if I get 50% on this card, I'll be thrilled. If I get 2 right on this card, that'll actually suck. But if I get 50% on this card, I'll feel
yeah. Go for a second. I thought she was gonna be like, "That's."
Dude, I feel like I've got 2 right at least, but that's.
I went 10-4 last week, and I thought that was decent on that card.
It is decent. That's a hard card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just riding high on my contender series 5-0 last week, but
Money Moicano paid me big. I've won on every single contender series this year. Like I don't post the bets because I don't use it. Most time I don't make the bets. They won't even let me go get the tickets in Indiana for some reason. But I post them on my Patreon, just like the bets that I would make, and sometimes when I have made them. Yeah.
The only one I did bad on was the first week because I was big on Antoine Ho, and that didn't work out.
Which one?
The first week of contender series, I was big on Antoine
the other
Ho.
dude. I picked the underdog in that one because that Ho dude sucked balls.
I liked Ho. I thought he was good.
Yeah, no. I didn't. I mean, because we was fighting like low level guys, and then but I don't think the other guy was that good either. To be honest, it was just like kind of a crappy match. But.
Yeah, that was the only week I had bad. But I was rusty. It was our first contender series week. All right, give me a break.
Yeah, no, you got it. You kill contender series. Tyler puts out excellent information on that for real. Yanni, how you see this going down? Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah, first things first, I would like to say that I would like Shady and J29 probably drink their vodka and cranberries every time they watch fight cards. So hey, if you like vodka and cranberries, good for you guys. But for this fight, I'm on Wonderboy as well. I don't think Buckley can grapple and wrestle here for 3 rounds or enough to win 2 of the 3 rounds. So I think this fight does play out on the feet more than everyone thinks. And Thompson, we all know he's a very tricky striker. So I'm throwing him, giving him a little shot here on Wonderboy. I think he still has it. He's not like he's like slowing down or anything. He looked good against Kevin Holland. So Kevin Holland beat Buckley. So, I mean, you could throw that out there. MMA math. So give me Wonderboy to win. I'll say by decision. It's gonna be close though. I don't see a finish in either guy, so I think Wonderboy gets it done though. Very, very close fight though.
Yeah, well, I like Buckley a lot here. If you recall, Kevin Holland took down fucking Stephen Thompson twice and then just let him back up. And if Stephen
It
Thompson,
was a gentleman's agreement though.
it was that
Still won though. Broke his hand.
yeah, on his head. But anyways, I freaking like Buckley here, dude. I think he's shown enough that he has the striking to stand with Wonderboy. Wonderboy ain't knocking nobody out. Matter of fact, the only knockout he's had in like 7 years was when fucking Kevin Holland quit because he broke his hand, which is crazy. Nobody ever talks about that, but he literally just quit because he broke his hand. You see like Aldana in there with their skull showing still fighting. And I've watched Uriah Faber break both of his hands and just throw elbows against like Mike Brown and stuff like that. Like, so, but yeah, I just think Buckley can stand with Thompson. Obviously, he's not going to win if they just stand for all 3 rounds. But what I love is Buckley's blast double. What you doing, dude? Is Buckley's blast double, dude, because he has good timing on it. You've seen it against Ruzaboyev. You've seen it in a couple of his fights, and at 170, he's looking really good. Where's she at?
What are you doing?
Hold on 1 second. Here. All right. Daughter came in. She's like, oh, she's being all quiet. I guess my girl left to go do something. And she's like, man, I want to call her. Got my phone. But yeah, with Buckley and them, I do think that he has a strong, fast blast double. And it took Shavkat a little bit to get Wonderboy down, but like, because he was just trying body lock takedowns, like going up and but Shavkat just muscles you down. Like, honestly, his wrestling ain't that good. He's just a big, strong ass dude. And you've seen, I mean, he couldn't even take Jeff Neal down once. You know what I mean? Because he don't shoot it like a crisp double. But I think that Buckley's been working on his grappling a shit ton. I think Wonderboy's like older now. I think we've already seen the way to beat him is to grapple him. We've seen it 3 times in his last like 6 fights. And I think Buckley's good enough, fast enough, explosive enough to land these takedowns. And then once you get Wonderboy down, his get up game's not that good. I think Buckley's able to land, like I said, some shots standing, take some shots, but I think he's able to get this wrestling going. I think he does land the takedowns. And I think that he could even get a 3rd round finish or decision. That's what I like, because I think that if he can land these takedowns, like I said, he has good ground and pound. I mean, you've seen him make Vicente Luque just quit. That was weird, but he did just make him quit. He does have good ground and pound. He almost put Alex Morono out a couple times. So I think that he
sold on that fight.
Yeah, but I think that
sold.
I mean, it's like we've been seeing this is how Wonderboy gets beat, by getting out grappled. I think we've seen that like Buckley does have good grappling. He does have good cardio. I don't see him gassed out.
Does he have better grappling than Bilal?
I mean,
does he have better grappling than Gilbert Burns?
But they fucking dominated him. They dominated.
Buckley ain't gonna dominate him. It's gonna be a close decision either way.
I don't think so. I think that Wonderboy's even 4 years older.
That root beer got you high.
He's even 4 years older. But dude, Wonderboy ain't got no takedown, dude, bro. He's 42. Like I said, if he was more dangerous, if this was 2016 and if this was 2016 and Wonderboy was still starching people, I'd be like, okay, I like one dude. I think Kevin Holland's like the only finish he's had since like 2015, dude. And he quit. He didn't even knock him out. But I do think Buckley mixes in the grappling and gets this win. I like him. He's like one of my more confident picks over the 42-year-old.
He better. We're gonna lose.
Thompson. Maybe. Let's see. Ryan said, "Oh no, man.
Yo,
do
Ryan,
what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
As long as she lets you touch her wiggly tuff or plays with your Caterpie, you're good to go.
That's just life. That's just life.
That's facts.
You can, ESPN Plus, you can watch this all day because you know what I mean. In the end, ESPN Plus and UFC ain't going to do none of that for you. You know what I mean? They won't do any of that touching and stuff. So
ain't no way, boy.
Get it in, man. Shady's on Thompson at 180. Yeah, man. I
don't like it when me and Shady are on the same one. Personally,
I had Thompson versus Bilal and Gilbert Burns, and I'm not going back. I'm not watching that again. I'm
probably
definitely not betting a 42-year-old
drinks out of a coconut or something.
Craziness. I like this one right here. Angry Artiste at Wonder Grams. Let's go to the next fight. The women's strawweight: Marina Rodriguez, Yasmin Lucindo, Yannick.
Yeah, I'm going with Yasmin here. Not very confident. I'm like medium confident in this one. This is like a 15-year age gap here. Lucindo's been rapidly improving. I know she hasn't really fought the competition yet, but we've seen improvements every fight. And Marina, she's fighting the best of the best, but she's not looking great. She does look like she might be slowing down a bit. Lucindo does need to get some grappling in this fight. Otherwise, I think she probably will lose this fight, which I do think she will. I think she needs to be a little bit of a bully, push forward. And, I think this fight will go to decision. But I do think Lucindo will be able to get those takedowns and make it a fight that she can win. I personally am not going to bet this fight, but I don't blame anybody on Rodriguez in this fight by decision. I think either girl by decision is going to be a good play, but it's going to be close. So I'm staying. There's just a lot of fights. We've been talking about this. There's a lot of fights that are so weird and close that you just really don't have an edge unless you're thinking something way outside the box. So Lucindo by decision is my pick, but I'm not betting this fight.
Yeah, I get it. Tyler, how you see it going down?
Yeah, so I think Lucindo has shown that she's improving dramatically each fight. And I feel like she's going to be able to get the fights to the mat when she needs to. Also, I got to address a comment down there. The one that says that I don't dislike Rountree. It sounds like he's in a cult. That's all. That's all I said. It sounds like he's in a cult.
Oh,
I don't dislike
that
him.
one.
Wait,
Narashi came in.
Rountree is in a cult?
Yeah, he's in a cult. Him, Dominic Cruz, and Jeremy Stevens are all in a cult together.
A cult?
Yeah, like a cult.
What kind of cult?
Like Doomsday? Jim Jones?
What was it?
David Koresh?
Yeah, Choice Center is the name of it, apparently.
Choice Center.
Okay. Is it like a religious thing or something like that?
Yeah,
I swear I've heard something about it, but it
pyramid.
might be from you. I've heard something about this, but it may be from
It's like a self-help pyramid scheme type of cult, apparently. My girlfriend was looking into it for me earlier. So
no crap. That's wild.
it sounds like Nexium, she says, which I'm not super familiar with Nexium, but she knows about that kind of stuff. She knows about like cults. So I don't dislike Rountree.
Very interesting. I'm very into the
Sean Strickland went in on him.
So.
Dude, you know what? I think Sean Strickland said that on Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think I heard
originally.
that. Yeah, okay, that's where I think I remember him hearing that. He was saying that he was saying that, and then Joe Rogan has Rountree on all the time, so he's like, man, that's a friend of the show.
I think
J29, tell me your most manly drink that you like. Go. Sorry.
But yeah, Lucindo's my pick. We can move on from me.
Okay, you guys both got Lucindo. I got Lucindo just like you guys, but I'm with you. There's a lot of reservations where, if she can't get this to the ground, it's going to be a very tough fight. But she's got good striking too. I don't think it's going to be better than Marina's because Marina's is throwing all them knees. But in the end, dude, I'm picking the 22-year-old up and comer over the 37-year-old girl that's fought the best in the world. And I used to want to always pick these, but these girls and people lose steps every time. Like even Rodriguez, she's probably getting paid really well for this fight, but she's not she knows she's not going to fight for a UFC title, right? She's 37 and a half years old. She's probably not training as hard as she was 3 years ago when she's still had a 5-fight win streak and all that. But I'm going to go with the younger girl. I'm going to say Lucindo does land some takedowns and is able to strike with Rodriguez and gets a very close decision, but I'm not betting it either. This is one I like. I like her to win, but man, there's so many not good spots on here. Shout out Effie. Effie's in the building. He said, "What's up? What's up, Effie?" Jason the Goat, unique abilities out there.
What's up, Effie? We have fun in Salt Lake, baby.
Yeah. Oh, he's inside. Yeah, he always goes. That's all, dude. Effie always goes to the Salt Lake City shows, and he gets to see the craziest finishes and all that in fights ever. So shout out Effie. Any Action Sportscast. Check him out.
Effie and Khalil are boys. So Effie, I hope I didn't offend you if you're in that cult as well. But if you and need help getting out, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you, my friend.
Okay. Is that where? Oh, because that's where Effie trains
you're in that cult.
MMA Ricky, what's up, dude? Everybody check out MMA Ricky on Twitter.
Ricky?
He puts out excellent bets, excellent information and content throughout the week, man. He's a good dude. So everybody check out MMA Ricky. Let's see. Next fight we're going to go to is in the men's middleweight, Roman Delites versus Kevin Holland. And Tyler, we'll let you start this one.
Okay. So I don't really trust either guy is the thing. I think here's the deal. I think Holland's a better fighter, but I think he's going to lose this fight because I think he's going to do the same thing he does when he's at middleweight all the time, somehow end up on his back and stay there for way too long and then start talking to whoever, and like just get stuck there, you know? Like it sucks because like I want Holland to win. I like Holland. I think he's a fun fighter. I enjoy Kevin Holland. I've just picked him so many times when he just ends up laying on his back for like many, many minutes and loses a fight because of it. So like I guess I'm gonna take Dolidze, but at the same time, if Holland was an underdog, I'd probably pick Holland. So it's kind of like just go with the underdog in this one. And for me, since it's Dolidze, I'm taking Dolidze because he's going to be way bigger. Like, I mean, not longer. He's shorter and like has a shorter wingspan, but dude's thick. And like, if he gets on top of Holland, Holland's not going to get back up is the problem. So I guess I'll take Dolidze. And I feel like if you play as like the +3.5, that's probably your safest bet on him. It's probably steamed to the gills. I don't even know what it is, but that would be the only thing. What is it at? You know?
I'm just looking at it right now. -165.
Yeah, that's playable. Yeah, I play that, but like, yeah, Dolidze, I guess, but no confidence.
All right, Johnny, how do you see it going down?
Yeah, you know, both these guys are, again, like Tyler said, they're hard to trust to bet. Dolidze probably will have the grappling edge. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get the takedowns on the feet. I do favor Holland, but you just can't trust Holland in any situation or any fight. He's more so a prize fighter. He doesn't really care too much about moving up the ranks. He wants to fight as much as he can, this and that. But man, like on the feet though, like he has the clear advantage. He's going to have so much speed. Roman, he does have power, but he's so slow with his striking. He does gas a little bit. He slows down in his fights. It does take him a little bit, but he will be stronger in this fight because I don't really like Holland too much at 185. I like him more so at 170, but I'm going with Holland, but again, I'm not going to bet this fight because there's just too many red flags on both sides. And actually, Holland was supposed to fight Chris Curtis in this card. So maybe Dolidze is going to take this fight on short notice. I don't know how short it is, but there could be something here. And I'm just going to go with Holland. I think he gets it done, but I can't bet it. If it was a pick 'em, I would totally bet it, but I can't bet him at like -150 or I just can't do it. I really can't. I've been burned too many times, probably like Tyler said. So I'm not betting Holland fights unless he has a clear advantage, like someone against like Tim Means or something like that. So,
yo, real quick, Kendra just chimed in from the kitchen. Something I forgot about. She's making soup right now, so she can hear us. But like, she had noticed this a while back that if Holland loses the first round, he loses the fight. Like after that, because he for whatever reason doesn't seem to be able to like come back in a fight. I mean,
say that. Makes sense.
It shows in pretty much every fight outside of like so early in his career when he's fighting guys that aren't very good. You know what I mean? And then he's just kind of goofing around. But like when he loses the first round, he's frustrated and then loses. And she pointed that out and it checks out. So that's shout out to Kendra for, throwing that one at me. And I like it. So there we go.
Yeah, I agree with her. And it's mainly because he's not that great. Like Kevin Holland's not fucking that great of a fighter. I've been burned on Kevin Holland probably more than anybody. Like even at 170, most of the time he's getting his ass whooped until he landed like a big shot. Like even Tim Means was landing big shots in the first round. He clips him in the second, chokes him out. Like not Charles. What's the other Cowboy Oliveira? That dude was cracking Kevin Holland, bro, all over the ring, and then he gassed out like he does. But he's okay at 170. He's like fringe top 15, but at 185, I don't think he's that great, dude. Like he's small. He has terrible grappling, terrible defensive wrestling. Like he just like in the UFC was fighting smaller guys and people that aren't really like going to go out there and just put a crazy wrestling pace on him. Like Michael Chiesa tried to, but there's a dude that'll find a way out if the fight ain't going his way. But yeah, man, I think Kevin Holland's like basically he throws like a 1-2. He doesn't throw very many kicks. He's not going to offensive grapple you. He's fast. He does hit pretty hard, but like I don't think at 185 he's small and he knows it. And like he might not even be the same 185 he was like 2-3 years ago when he was still skinny, but before he went down to 170, because that took a lot out of your body just to lose that 15 pounds and stay in that shape for a couple of years. But I never liked him at middleweight. I think Dolidze is a huge middleweight. I think Dolidze can strike with him. I think he can land big shots. Why couldn't he land a big shot and drop Kevin Holland like Olin Jacek did and then just not get armbarred and then beat him up on the ground or go clinch him up against the cage? Because Kevin Holland's not strong. He's skinny as hell at 185 and he's not big. Like Dolidze is actually the same size as Holland in height and then just thicker, man. And I think Delite can strike with him. I think he could land big shots and hurt Kevin Holland. And I think that he can hold Kevin Holland against the cage. And I actually think that he can land some takedowns on Kevin Holland, because earlier in Delite's career, when he first started in the UFC, he was landing takedowns on people and trying to grapple a lot more. But I like Delite here. I'm never betting Kevin Holland. He's the worst fight IQ in the game. You want to bet a dude? You bet him.
That's
Whoever backed him against fucking Steven Wonderboy Thompson, and then you see him start losing, he lands a takedown and lets him up. Bro, how can you back money on that shit anymore? Like, that dude's fucking will literally lose the fight just to like have a good fight. So I don't know how people can back him, but I actually think Delite's good, dude. I thought he beat Marvin Vettori. He beat Jack Hermanson, who's fucking better than Kevin Holland. Like, I mean, he's fought tough dudes. He just beat Anthony Smith. Had a close fight with Nasruddin Imavov, who would fucking smoke Kevin Holland. I like Delite a lot here as an underdog. This is my favorite underdog play on the whole card. But let's see. Jay said I could never bet Holland because I never know what version of him is going to show up. Dick, yeah, Delite. He's good. Can't bet him as a favorite. Holland does one for the company, then they do him one. Yeah, but Olin Jacek, that was doing him one. This one, Delite is no easy one for anybody. 138, tell Kendra to hop on the mic. That's a great take. Better than most of the takes we've been given all day, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that, Abdullah. Chael Sonnen is the GOAT. The boys are back. What's up, Eric, man? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Totally accurate MMA. I feel like Delite is being undervalued a bit because his losses are to Imavov and Vettori. Exactly. Two dudes one's already beat the shit out of freaking Kevin Holland. Undisputed champ. I don't understand how people bet Holland. Yeah, dude, and I still even bet him after that against fucking MVP, and he just took a beating. Next fight, women's bantamweight, Kayla Harrison versus Ketlin Vieira. Yanni, you start this one.
Yeah, real quick. I think Kayla Harrison gets those takedowns and she basically wins. Whether it's going to be by like ground and pound, I don't think she's going to be able to get the sub, or by decision. I'd be sweating it a little bit if you had the money line, if it does go longer than 2 rounds, but I do like the Kayla KO or decision prop. If you want to throw that in a parlay, I think that's okay. Cause I just don't know what's going to happen. Or you can do Kayla by decision if you do think this fight will go to decision. I think she wins it if it does. So I think Vieira is going to need something miraculous here to win. I know she's friend of the show, but unfortunately, I think those takedowns, the strength of Kayla on the mat, it's gonna give her some problems. The judo of Kayla as well, up against the cage, like we've seen Vieira stay up against the cage a lot, and Kayla's gonna get those takedowns easily if that's gonna happen. So Kayla's gonna win, but I don't have a bet on this fight. I really don't, because it's crazy. Right. The lines are wild.
And it's kind of weird, even the over-under props on what's going to
It is. I don't.
Because, like, is she going to finish her? Is she not?
If I would do anything, it's Kayla by decision, maybe at plus 100.
Tyler, how you see it going down?
Yeah, I think Harrison's able to get the finish, but not because of, like, I think it's, so I'm torn. She could get the armbar. She does. So the judo way to do things is when they throw you, a lot of times with their training partners, they're trying to, like, save them from a heavy impact, so they keep the arm to help ease the impact. But for MMA, when they keep the arm, it makes it so they set up that arm bar really quick.
Armbar, exactly.
Competition. I think she can get an arm bar, but also if she doesn't, what I could see happening is she does like one of her judo throws, gets in the scarf hold position, and just controls from the top and just lands a bunch of like small ground and pound shots, and the ref stops it there. So I think she gets a finish, but like I don't think it's going to be, unless it's an armbar, I don't think it's going to be like a knockout or anything like that. But I could see the ref just being like, well, she can't really move and she's just getting hit a lot. Kind of like Brock Lesnar used to get those finishes where he would just do hammer fists that were just like that, where it was
his hand so big.
Yeah. They were like, his hand would move like 3 inches is all. But like, it was just because he did so many of them, the ref, and like they couldn't move, the ref would stop it. So I could see her getting the armbar, but I think that the TKO with one of those type of things is going to be pretty likely.
Yeah. I'm with you guys. Even though, like, I watched tape on Vieira, and she's not bad. She's a good fighter. She's got good striking. She's got good offensive wrestling. She's got good defensive wrestling. Like, I don't think it probably might take Harrison a couple times to get her down, but she eventually, like, will get her down. But, like, Ketlin Vieira is, like, good everywhere. and all that, but I just think Kayla Harrison is a phenom. And then, I mean, she's older, but she's still a phenom human being fighter, female, dude. And at 135, even though they're the same height and stuff, like she's been fighting at 155, 145 and stuff like that. And she is a big girl. Like, dude, her arms, like, bro, thick. So, yeah, I say she does. I say she gets her down. I think that the under 2.5, I actually like. I think Harrison finishes her. I think, like you said, she's going to get her in a spot where either she just did so much damage, maybe Vieira turtles up, or because with her being able to use elbows now, that changes the game for her. But yeah, I think she does get the finish here. I didn't bet it, but I think they do get the finish. She does. James Snavely, what is up, James? Man, shout out to James and Amy. He said Harrison's easy money. I agree with that. Hey, we got 663 people here live right now too. Shout out everybody. Hit that like button if you can for us. Smash that. It'll help our little algorithm out for when we keep doing shows. So and we appreciate everybody coming out and everybody that's commented. So we were all three on Harrison. We did. What do you got, Johnny? You like by decision though, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to play something, it would be Harrison by decision. Because if there's going to be a finish from Kayla, I think it's going to be ground and pound knockout. I don't think she's going to be able to sub Vieira. She's pretty good at grappling. She's like a black belt in BJJ, so I don't think it's going to happen. But
yep. Shout out Alex and JP and everybody that's out. Energized said Vieira is pretty durable. She is. She got that left hook. I had a bet on her when she got left hooked by Aldana back in the day. I was on a pay-per-view.
That's the point people are missing. I'm not saying Harrison's going to knock her out. It's going to be one of those where she can't move. And if you can't move and defend yourself, it'll be a TKO. Because it's kind of like when Valentina would get a lot of like TKOs by getting that the mounted crucifix.
Yeah,
it's not that she was putting these people out; they just couldn't use their arms to block anymore. So then anything counts. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's not.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
that would be the only way she gets a finish. I don't think there's going to be a sub or a standing KO for sure.
Yeah, it's like someone KO Jake Paul please was saying, durability doesn't matter. It's not the durability. It's just like if you can't physically use your arms to block your face.
Yeah, like Holly Holm, she's as durable and as tough and as good as it gets usually of not getting finished. I know she got ninja choked or whatever by freaking, but like other than that, she's been historically durable. She got kicked in the head, but
he agrees with the number guy. There we go.
Yeah. But shout out Fight Talk Only, man, for coming out tonight. He said, "What's up, gang? Be on the lookout. Everybody check out Fight Talk Only on Twitter, putting out Twitter X, putting out excellent information all the time. Does the community collaboration. So go check that out. And just tons of good content. Durability doesn't matter. I think if Harrison does finish, it's going to be late. That's what I think of a build-up of stuff. Here's one. Men's bantamweight. Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. Let's hear it, Tyler.
Yeah. This one's so I'm probably picking more. So Jose used to be my favorite fighter, like way back in the day before Julian Erosa became my favorite. But Jose Aldo was my favorite fighter for many years, way back in the day. I'm a big fan, and so I'm probably picking with my heart here. But I'm gonna take him, and if I get the pick wrong, I don't care. It's whatever. So I'm just gonna pick Jose Aldo because I like him. And by golly, I do think he has a skill set that could win, but he's also ancient. Like he's older than 38. I know everybody's like, I know his thing says he's 38. That dude's older.
He's 38 in my heart.
Yeah, he's 38 in our hearts, right? Like that's like, but yeah, he can win. Bautista should win, but Aldo can win. And I'm holding on to that hope, much like with my Wonder Boy pick. It's another one of those where it's like, I just kind of want Aldo to win. So we're taking Aldo. And if I get it wrong, I mean, talk crap in the comments. That's cool. All that does is help the algo. So we're cool with it.
Yanni, how you see it going down?
Yeah, I think Aldo wins. And I'm not betting or picking with my heart. I think he actually wins. Bautista, like he's very well-rounded. But the thing is, like he's not going to get a takedown. Guaranteed. So this fight's going to play on the feet. Who do you like more on the feet? I love me some Aldo. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if he's 38 years old, 45 years old. Like he looked great in his last fight against Jonathan Martinez. I know he had a few boxing fights before that when he came back because he was retired and he came back, but he looked great. But you know, Bautista, like he's good, but like you know, some of the fights that he fought. Let me look real quick.
I thought
like
he lost
against Ricky Simone, he had some like interesting situations. Damon Blackshear on very short notice that he was on looked a couple interesting moments here there. And he's fought and he beat some like cans. Like Aldo is going to be his best competition, even right now when Aldo is 38 years old. So allegedly, but I think Bautista's good when he can mix in the grappling and wrestling along with his striking. He has good striking too, but the thing is, he's not going to be able to. And I think this fight will play out on the feet. Now, if Merab is not going to be able to take down Aldo, like I said, Bautista is not going to take down Aldo. So this probably plays out close, but I do think Aldo wins it in the end. I think he wins 29-28. I think he can do better on the feet. I think he has better moments, and it's Aldo. So let's go.
Do you put any weight into that thing that was put out earlier where Aldo has like the weakest grip strength on the card?
No.
I saw that. I was like, dude, that's like really bad. What's up with that?
No,
it's like 70-something pounds of grip strength or something.
He's an old man now. Dude, I like Mario Bautista in this fight. Pre-tape, I thought I would love Aldo and want to pick Aldo, but like
trust your gut.
Yeah, but no, to be honest though, when I went and watched Aldo versus Martinez, like I had it 1-1 going into the third, and then I had like Martinez putting pressure on Aldo, and then it looked like Aldo was slowing down, and then he hit him with a big shot and rocked him, and then he got the takedown.
That's called experience.
Yeah, but like
called good striking and technical
true,
striking.
But we've seen Martinez is littler than freaking Bautista. Bautista, people say he don't have good striking. Like he does have good striking. Like he with Ricky Simone, I don't think he was able to show as much as he wanted to, because obviously Ricky Simone's trying to take you down at every second, but he still landed good. And then in the third round, he really took over. And that's what I like here. I think the first 2 rounds, he's not taking Aldo down. That's for sure. Morale didn't. No. So, but like Bautista is going to be able to get some cage control. He's going to try the takedowns. And what he's got is phenomenal cardio. And he's just going to work on Aldo. Yeah. Like Aldo's going to have better boxing and kicks and stuff. But I mean, I think Bautista has good striking. I think he can throw good knees. I think he can throw flying knees. I think he's going to get some cage control. I think the first 2 rounds are going to be close, probably 1-1. And just like even in that, Martinez won the second round, I thought. So if it's 1-1 going in the third, Bautista has phenomenal cardio, and he's not going to – I don't think he gets hurt. The only time we've seen him get hurt was against fucking Trevin Jones, and he just got like a little over anxious, got hit with that uppercut.
Maybe Aldo does that.
Maybe. And it's definitely a possibility. Like I love Aldo. He could definitely hit him with some body shots.
Better, crisper striking than Trevin Jones. Maybe not the power, but crisper.
Right. Yeah. But I think he was, because like Bautista was kind of beating up fucking Trevin Jones though, and he just got like a little over. But I don't know. I just think Bautista wins the third round and clearly wins it. And
Aldo can win rounds 1 and 2. I'm okay with that.
No, I'm saying the first 2 is going to be very close. I think they go 1-1.
I think Aldo can win rounds 1 and 2, though. I'm okay with that.
Well, that's good. But I'm saying, I think
I don't like
1-1. No, you don't. Did you bet Aldo? You did bet Aldo.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I didn't bet Bautista. I'm not, but I just, that's how I see it going down. Like when I watched Aldo, because Bautista has phenomenal cardio and takes over. That's what like 138 said, dude, with Blackshear. That was a close fight, but that was also like a different kind of fight too, where Blackshear
was
like,
looking good, but then it was on super short notice, and he like gassed
take
out.
it on like a week's notice or less.
Oh, yeah. My last point on that too is that I think that Jose Aldo went from a fucking 87 overall rating or 89 overall rating to like a 95 because he was fighting in fucking Rio in front of his people in Brazil. I think that helped his Jonathan Martinez. Then Jonathan Martinez didn't fully fight as good as he could have because, dude,
I don't think Jonathan Martinez is all that great personally. I think we
Bautista's
figured
better than Martinez. He's bigger and he's
I would love
dangerous.
to see that fight before this one, to be honest.
We'll see what Bautista's made. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody taking Aldo. I didn't bet Bautista. I don't hate anybody taking Aldo, but let's see. We'll get these other 2 in real quick. Women's bantamweight: Raquel Pennington, Juliana Pena, Yanni K. Start this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Pennington parlay. Like I said earlier in the show, I think Raquel gets this one done. Juliana hasn't fought in 2 years. Raquel's active. She's very tough, very durable. I personally think she has the better striking. I know someone else on this panel is going to disagree with me, but Juliana's not going to be able to get this fight to the mat, where she will excel in the grappling, but we have Raquel, who's very strong, very good takedown defense, also very good in grappling too. But I think if there is a finish, it probably is Juliana by sub, but I don't think it's going to happen. So give me Raquel to win like a 48-47 close decision, maybe 49-46, but I think Raquel gets this one done.
It's hilarious. Tyler, how you see it going down? Chat's crazy today.
I think this fight's closer than the Pennington Bueno Silva fight will be or was, because I think Pena, she poses some problems that Bueno Silva can't. And in this fight, I think Pena is going to be dangerous, but I do think Raquel is going to be able to win 3 out of the 5 rounds. I think 2 rounds are going to go to Pena because she does put on a really tough pace. And the thing about it is, like with Pena, she might not be the cleanest striker, but she hits hard enough, and it works for her to get in close enough to start working for takedowns. If she gets on top, she has relentless ground and pound, and she often gets the rear naked choke simply because she just forces people to turn over because she's just throwing so much at them. I don't think she's gonna be able to do that to Raquel, but I do think she can make this fight close. And because of that, I still think Raquel wins, but I think it's gonna be closer than the last one. I think it's actually gonna be a pretty exciting fight. I don't think it's just gonna be like 25 minutes of a cage push. So I know a lot of people are like taking a big old dump all over this fight and saying it sucks, but I think it's gonna be a pretty fun fight. Good scrap back and forth, but I think Pennington's probably gonna win 3, maybe 4 rounds if Pena just goes way too hard early. So I'm going to say 3 rounds go to Pennington.
I just don't see Pena winning 3 rounds. That's my thing.
She
has to get a finish.
2.
Well, how do you see this one go down, Johnny?
I did. Raquel by decision. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just
stuff.
saying that's why I picked Raquel here, because I just don't think Pena can win a decision. She needs a finish, and I just don't see it either. But
I think this fight's going to be fucking back and forth, fucking scrambles. The boxing, everything's pretty freaking even in this thing. The only reason I went with Pennington is because she's been way more active, and that I think in most of the grappling exchanges, she's going to be on top. I know her cardio is going to hold up 100% in a 5-round fight. We just seen it in her last fight. And but other than that, dude, I think that this is going to be a very close fight, like a super close fight where it's back and forth. Pena's good, dude. Both these girls are good. The only thing that I'm worried about is like, well, Pennington's tough and very hard to finish, but like Pena is more dangerous than Pennington. Like we've seen her finish Amanda Nunes. So Johnny says it didn't happen or something like that. But yeah, what? Did you say you were saying it wasn't like a good finish or something like that? She didn't have good boxing, but her jab and her left hook's actually pretty good. That's like
talking about Pena.
Yeah, Pena. She does have decent boxing, but yeah, man, give me Pennington. And I'm by decision too. All day, baby. I think it goes over. I think it goes to decision. I think it's very close, and that the champ keeps her belt. Main event time. Before we get to the main event, we got 783 people watching live. Man, we appreciate everybody coming out, everybody commenting. Paul just hopped in here. We got Totally Accurate MMA. We appreciate you coming out. Everybody. But hit that like button for us if you can, and drop a comment on the video and the video afterwards, so we can help our algorithm out a little bit. We'll keep doing all the kinds of live shows. We're trying to add some more stuff to it, so we'll see. Main event time, though, boys. Tyler, we will let you start this. Alex Pereira versus Khalil Rountree, and I heard through the streets that you do not like Khalil Rountree.
That's get out of here with that nonsense. I don't dislike Rountree. I just think he's in a cult. That's all. I mean, it's whatever. I'm sure he seems like a nice guy. I saw his interview with Nina, and she was talking. They were talking about how he likes cats. I like cats, so like I can't dislike him. Shout out to Artem. Artem's my
yes. What's up, Artem? I didn't even see that, dude. I'm glad you said that.
So yeah, Artem's awesome. But
yep.
But yeah, anyway, so like. I think Poatan gets him out of there at round 2 knockout. I think what he's going to do is he's going to jab to the body, and he's going to set up that lead hook, and that's what's going to happen. I could see the leg kicks adding up too. So I'm going Poatan round 2 knockout. And for the dude, I can't remember who it was asking for the parlay. It's Poatan by round 2 KO. It's OSP by sub in rounds 1 or 2, and you're going to throw Kayla Harrison ITD. And then one more we're going to throw in there. Let's go the point spread for Hubbard. Actually, let's throw one more. Point spread for Hubbard, point spread for Aldo. We're going to throw those 5 legs, and hopefully that gets you your money,
That's
brother.
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, we're getting wild. Hopefully it hits. I mean,
Beaver Covington?
Yeah, that's right. That's who it was.
Old Beaver.
Old Beaver.
All right, Yanni, how do you see it going down?
Poatan by KO. Also round 2, probably early round 2. I think this fight does get out of round 1. I think they respect each other's power for a little bit. Kind of like the second Yuri fight, or the Yuri fight that just happened. maybe Khalil gets dropped, but I don't think he's going to be able to get finished unless it's like a super crazy death hook, left hook. But yeah, it's just going to be a feeling out process for round 1. Then round 2 is going to happen, and I think stuff's going to go down. So, and it's going to be Poatan by KO. So that's the play. That's the bet. You can even do Poatan round 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 KO, whatever you want to do to get plus money or close to it. I think that's a great spot.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a good striking match. At least we know we're going to get a striking match for the most part. That's what everybody's saying. Well, both of the fighters like agreeing to that, but I mean, usually in some fights though, I used to favor Muay Thai guys over the kickboxers. I just like their leg kicks better and stuff like that back in the day. But like Pedro Rizzo, I mean, some of them Brazilian dudes back in the day were just crazy.
How many times is Pedro Rizzo going to come up in this?
I don't know. I like that dude. Hey, I thought of it earlier, but in this, like Rountree doesn't. He used crazy leg kicks against Eric Anders and looked really good, but Eric Anders wasn't checking anything. He's just tough as hell. But I mean, if this is just going to be a striking match, I'm going to take the dude that's 3 inches taller. He's got 3.5 inches of reach. He has legit one shot
He's
knockout
like
power.
5 inches tall.
I know, dude. Alex Pereira
83.
looks like he's like 6'5", dude. That dude's fucking huge.
No, I think they're being generous with Khalil's height, but
yeah, Khalil's small. But did he fight at 185 early in his career? I don't think so. I think it was all 205.
So.
He's fought some good kickboxers though. What was the one dude? What was the one dude? Gokhan Saki. He actually knocked him out, but Gokhan Saki's like 5'10". So he was actually bigger than him, hit him with the elbow. But in this, like Rountree, I mean, he could have knocked out Dustin Jacoby. He knocked out Anthony Smith on 3 days' notice, but he didn't knock out Marcin Prachnio. He didn't knock out like Ion Cutelaba. He got knocked out. Like a lot of these people, and then Alex Pereira is knocking out Yuri Prohashka, one of the most durable dudes ever. Had like 1 finished loss in 33 fights or something like that. He's knocking out Jamal Hill, who's super durable. And just people that Khalil Rountree would never knock out, in my opinion, especially with not one shot and nothing like that. Usually Khalil beats guys down or kicks him in the leg all weird or something. But I got to take Pereira here. I'm with what Tyler said, where he's just going to set up a big shot at some point because his level of striking is going to be above Khalil Rountree's level of striking. This is a perfect fight for him, honestly. Khalil Rountree's never beat a guy in the top 10. Anthony Smith on 3 days' notice, ranked number 8 in the world, that's like fighting a number 35 guy because you know what I mean. Anthony Smith on 3 days' notice, it's just not a top 10.
Not good.
No, so I'm taking Pereira, and please, Lord, let Pereira win because the motherfucker's got personality. All this, I mean, he doesn't have to talk much to have personality, but I don't want Rountree to end Pereira's shit and be the champion and all that, man. Nothing against him, but I heard he's in a cult. People, you know what I'm saying?
We're on the street.
Telling me
We're on the street.
I don't have nothing to back it. I just keep hearing it.
He's gonna find this stream and like come for me after this. He's gonna be like outside my door, being like, "I heard you talking shit."
Like what? Just shut the door for a sec. Come back out. No, man. No, but I got to take Pereira, and I hope he wins. I hope he wins. The fights are about to start. Tyler, tell everybody where they can find you. Your link's already in the description, but tell everybody everything about your stuff.
Yeah, real quick. So later, like sometime during the fights, check out Terrence McKinney's fight companion. I'm gonna be jumping on that for a little bit at some point.
Nice.
Assuming everything goes as planned. McKinney's a little like new to the YouTube space, like for fight picks and stuff. But I should be jumping on a little bit. And then Monday, I'm gonna be interviewing Jimmy Smith. You all know Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, I love that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch the fight shows when he would go all around. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit was great. That was like my favorite thing.
It really was. Jimmy Smith's fucking awesome. Yeah,
so
that's good guess.
Anybody has questions about that, DM me on Twitter. Like any questions for Jimmy Smith, I'll be happy to like ask him most of them if I have time. But yeah, so I'll be doing that. So check out that Monday. It's 1:30 at MMA, easy to find. But and then check out Terrence McKinney's stream during the fights, and I'll be on there at some point most likely. So.
Oh yeah. I went with Means, and both you guys picked McGee, right?
Yep. I picked Means to win, but I said if you're gonna place a bet, I don't mind a decision only play on McGee.
Heck yeah. Good luck, Herc. Everybody, this was a great stream. I'm gonna try to get to these ones at the end, but we got 834 people here, and we appreciate everybody that came and hung out, spent some time with us. commented, and it just made the show awesome, man. We'll be back on Wednesday night, but
Yes, sir.
for our show. But just shout out everybody that came. J29's been here all night. Norashi, I think he came in hot on.
He's coming for me.
Yeah, he came for you.
J29, please have a vodka and cranberry for me.
Yeah. What's a Shirley Temple or something like that?
Please.
You gotta go.
The manliest drink you can think of is probably going to be a Shirley Temple, but
you're drinking basically just straight bourbon, ain't you, Johnny, with a cherry in it? It's not bad.
Well, I mean, the cherry gets everybody though.
Drank some Patty's butt bourbon at the UFC in Louisville.
But it had a cherry in it though. That's the thing.
Man. Omar, thanks for coming out. Brendan, Shady, I know has been here all night. MMA, Ricky, Herc MMA, 138. No, Artem MMA, dude, is awesome. Puts out excellent information. Great dude, and is a great part of the community. Milan, I hate forgetting people's names. Paul, who else was out here all night, all day?
Saba.
Somebody please.
Saba,
MMA,
Effie,
BC, Dave.
Yep. Everybody,
Paul,
man. Luke, Alex,
Alon.
everybody. Fight Talk only. We appreciate everybody coming out. I hope everybody kills these bookies tonight, because in the end, everybody be talking shit with each other, but fuck them bookies. That's what I say.
Yes, sir.
So, good luck, everybody. Let's go, Poetan, and we'll see you guys.